Namaste. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across the planet, around the world. My name is Greg Prescott from in5d.com, and I'm joined by the beautiful, lovely, talented, vivacious, amazing Alison James from psychicalley.net, where you can find your sun, moon, and rising signs. If you don't know what they are, there's a link below. Check it out. So without any further ado, here's Allie.
Thank you, darling. Okay, so we're going to do Scorpio. Okay, so what date are we doing? 8th to the 14th of June, aren't we? Okay, so what's going on with you guys this week? This is my daughter's sign, my daughter Rhiannon James. No, Rhiannon James Prickett. So she's done the double-barreled. There's not many Jameses left. Just isn't. So let's have a look. So that's the card shuffled. Okay, so I'm going to do a general and then love life or emotional card and a financial card for the beginning, middle and end of the week. Okay, so Scorpios. So starting out, okay, you've got the ideas card. So it's this brilliant idea that has kind of really grown in your mind and nurtured, and you've nurtured it, and you know it is becoming a bigger and better idea as you go along. And I feel that this will be a way to go forward in your life without so many restrictions. Okay, it's like I feel as if there might be a plan that you could that could transpire in your house, so you don't have to go out, okay, in order to make this successful. I'm seeing that you're going to need certain restrictions and boundaries, but on the whole I feel that this idea has got really good potential. So I feel that there are certain people that are in your life at the moment, Scorpio people, where you're needing to kind of set up a certain restrictions for those people. And this is going to be a little bit tricky for you to do, because I feel that these people are people that you know very well. I feel as if I'm talking about friendships, things like that, people that have you know, they're nice enough people, but I feel that they are just not understanding you at the moment. Okay, so linking with you financially going forward. Okay, this is the card that me and Greg picked. Was it the last one, Sagittarius? We both picked the card for Sagittarius, the Six of Swords. So this just indicates that you're in the clear, okay, that there's something to do with finances that was a little bit scary, and now it seems as if you're going into better waters here. Everything seems to be cleared up, and you've still got to be a little bit careful, but everything is going in the right direction. Emotionally, please listen to your higher self. Your higher self knows more than you do. If you have got pendulums, this card, I'm going to show you the card. Okay, you can see it's like listening to your higher self. So the best way to do this is to do this with a pendulum. So if you haven't got a pendulum, you can use a needle and cotton. You can use a piece of ribbon with a ring on it. Okay, you can, as long as it is, you've got an object that can swing. Okay, what you do is you set it up. I've got a pendulum here actually, but you basically you swing it around in a circle and you say this is yes, and back and forth and say this is no. You could do yes, or you know, allow the pendulum to decide what is your yes, what is your no, but I tend to just tell my guides this is what I want. They get sick of me, my guides. It's like she's being bossy again. So you know, with my guides, they're my best friends in the spirit world, and I know how we want to work. So anyway, once you've programmed it, you hold it and you make sure that your elbow is on the table, and you're basically asking it to show you yes. Okay, and you'll find it just generally spins around in a circle. And then as it's turning in a circle, then in your mind just say, can you show me no? Okay, and when it does then go side to side, you say thank you. And then ask your questions, because I feel as if your higher self knows exactly what the situation is. So I think you should ask, rely on that energy. Okay, you know, your higher self does know what the answers are. So that's the beginning of the week. The middle of the week, I'm seeing decorating, moving, boxes or changes. So for some of you, they'll be moving, okay? It will be that, you know, you're packing boxes, you're getting organized. For other people, it might just be, you know, there's some DIY and some work that needs to be done in the house. I can see some, seems to be some official paperwork or something that needs to be done. I'm seeing kind of filling out important forms as well. This could be linked with the moving, could be linked with some other things, but I do feel that this is all to do with weighing things up and coming to the right conclusion about things. So, you know, dissecting matters that you need to choose the right pathway. You know, it's matters of importance, okay, that I see here. You have got strong psychic ability, so why don't you try using that? You know, being a water sign, Scorpios, you're going to have intuition, okay, because water has a lot of energy. So why don't you use that to see where you're going with your life at the moment? Financially, you have the strength card, which means that you can get past anything, any obstacle, anything that is kind of blocking your way. Use your strength of character, use your intentions to get past, you know, anything that doesn't look good. Okay, it's like you can bulldoze through that really with your strength of character. Expectations linked with your emotional life, with your love life. This is sometimes this is good and sometimes this isn't so good. So it depends on how high those expectations are. So if you are demanding absolute perfection from another person, you need to ask yourself, are you that perfect? You know, you're expecting that of other people, but you sometimes need to kind of analyze you know, make sure that it is that, you know, is it fair? Okay, so that's going to be your questioning around the middle of the week. The end of the week, you are pushing forward with your plan. I feel that this is going to be actually showing signs of reward, okay, coming your way. I can see that there's an element of boredom, so it's like your plan is in full swing, but maybe you can't finish it, or maybe you need to do this one thing, or you've had to order something else and it hasn't come yet. But it seems to be a waiting around feeling with that boredom setting in. It's like, you know, when you've got a plan and it's all going well, and then you have to then stop doing what you're doing and wait. Okay, so you're very determined though. I mean, you've got the 7 of Wands, which is, come on then, bring it on. I'm ready for whatever you've got to, whatever you've got to chuck at me, I will defeat it. I will go forward. You can't stop me from doing this. So, you know, you might be, things might be on hold, but not for very long, okay, because of that determination that I'm seeing. Again, you're in touch with your higher self again. So the theme is running right the way through, okay, the cards. It's to do with trusting your intuition. And sometimes to trust your intuition, first get in touch with that higher self with using a pendulum. I mean, I swear by my pendulum, it's brilliant. You know, you can ask it for anything. If you lose something in your house, why don't you draw boxes, okay, and then label them different rooms, and then hold your pendulum over each room and say, are my keys, so if it's keys, are my keys in this room? Are they in this room? Are they in this room? You have to be precise, because I've known this to happen, and it's like in the bottom of the toy box. Like, well, of course they're in the bottom of the toy box. That's what the children do. Okay, but when they're actually going in the toy box, they then see the plastic keys of the kids plastic keys. So it wasn't your keys, you wasn't being precise. Okay, so you have to say, where are my keys? Okay, so, but you can have a lot of fun with that. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I was, just listening along. You were talking about the pendulum, how much you appreciate it, but there was one pendulum that you and that pendulum didn't get along well.
No, it didn't. I
Uh-huh.
said, it used to tell me all sorts of things, and I used to say, "Are you lying to me?" And it said, "Yes." I said, "Are you ever going to tell me the truth?" It said, "No."
Mhm. Never.
So yeah, somebody else had that.
Yeah, that's
It worked
funny.
for them.
Right, right.
Didn't work
Well,
for
as long
me.
as it worked for somebody else, I guess. Was that a stone, like a gemstone kind of
Mm,
one? Okay,
mm.
yeah, so maybe
Yeah, it just didn't want to work with me. So
right, right. So speaking of gemstones, we have these amazing shirts over at n5d.net that have gemstones in the actual dye, which gives the shirt energy. On top of that, I put the 99.9% quartz crystal sand into the dye as well, which supercharges the crystal. So you get these amazing shirts like this one. This is the air energy shirt, and this is the earth energy shirt that's coming out later on this week. It's actually, we had the earth energy out earlier this week. This is the earth energy ice dye that's coming out later this week, and it just came out stunningly beautiful. So
yeah,
check those out at n5d.net, along with many others. We have a lot of ladies shirts coming out this week, so check up every day. Also, because we are heavily shadow banned, please consider helping to support us on patreon.com/n5d for as little as $1.11 a month, up to whatever. There's a bunch of different tiers. Any support is greatly appreciated. So also check out Allie on her website, psychically.net. She's amazing. It'll be the best $80 you ever spent if you get an hour reading, because chances are it'll go over an hour, and you'll just totally love it. There's so many people I've given so many positive feedback. We got to put a one of those plugins in for testimonials on your website, so they can actually
yeah.
write
At the
them in.
moment, they to give the feedback on Facebook.
Yeah, but you're amazing. You are.
It's my guides. They're just amazing. I love my guides so much.
And just like me, we deflect compliments. Yeah. It's you too, interpreting what your guides are telling you. But
Yes.
and I do the same thing within 5D. You know,
Yes.
I got this galactic download. It was universe that gave it to me. They even gave me the name. So yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
I know. We struggle with it.
Yeah, yeah. But it's all good.
But
Definitely.
we still need to have food on the table, don't we? So
Yeah, yeah.
otherwise we'd do it for nothing anyway, because we
Mhm.
enjoy doing it.
Yeah, yeah. But definitely check her out at I'm sorry, N5D. I was going to say psychically.net. So, and then you got some other stuff going on this week, right?
Yep.
Yep, yep.
Tuesdays. Tuesdays I'm on Facebook, Psychic Alley one-to-one teaching. That's free to anybody who wants to join. All the times and everything are below. Wednesdays I'm doing proper class, a psychic development class. If anybody wants to join in, it's £5 or $6. So it's different topics every week. I'm teaching with a lovely lady called Jill Page. She's fantastic. Thursday's psychic counselling. And so anybody who's not coping and need a little bit of support, that's for ladies right now. The ladies one is running. The men's one is pending. So if there are any gentlemen out there who feel that they may need a bit of psychic counselling, then please let me know, and then I'll add you to the list. And then as soon as there is enough people, then we can start that up. Every Saturday I do a workshop. So it's for about 6 hours, and the workshop, and it's for £10 or $12. So it's on Zoom. So the next one is this Saturday, which is the what did I say the date was? I forgotten the date.
This Saturday. That's
It's
good
this
enough.
Saturday anyway.
This
This
Saturday.
Saturday.
June Saturdayth.
It's
June
yeah,
Saturdayth. Yeah. Whatever that is.
yeah.
Speaking of
It's,
which, two of your students are in the chat right now.
they'll probably tell me.
Stephanie and Gabrielle.
They'll
So,
probably tell me. It's
yeah.
yeah, it's
Saturdayth. No, it's the 13th.
13th. It is. Have they
Yes.
just told you that?
No, I looked it up.
Oh, yeah, 13th of June.
They're on a delay, remember? So yeah, they're just hearing that right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 13th of June. That is tarot level 3. Okay. I'll be starting it up again, level 1, pretty soon. Okay. So if anybody does want to start with the levels, they can. And Sundays, every Sunday, we have mediumship event. And there's 2 psychics, and they're giving readings out for £5 or $6 every Sunday.
It's a good thing I'm not relying. It's a good thing I'm not relying on Stephanie. She put down June 1st, and then she said, "Dang, number 3 key must have stuck or whatever." She tried to put 13, but it came out as June 1st anyway. So you're grounded, Stephanie.
She calls us mom and dad, does she?
Right? Yeah. That's funny.
Cute.
So we're gonna wrap that up right there. On that note, so
Darling,
on behalf,
I'm going to have a little break after this. Is that all right?
Yes.
Just a little 10-minute one.
Yeah, you deserve it. So on behalf of my love, Alison, from psychically.net.
My sexy
Greg.
man.
I'm Greg from in5d.com. Sending you all infinite love and light. Namaste.